today was all about heroes as well, ordinary people, Kiwis and tourists, who risked their lives to help others, be they their mates or people they didn't know, people who acted completely without fear in front of nature at its most frighteningly powerful. I spoke today to Mark Inman, whose brother, Hayden Marshall-Inman, died doing what he loved. He was a guide at White Island yesterday, and he became the first named victim of the eruption. So describe your brother to me. What was he like as a guy?
He was a guy that would do anything for anyone. I read a post from someone on Facebook yesterday or last night saying that he leaves $5 in the local dairy for whoever can't afford something. Every week he goes in, so he's just a genuine, just all-around good guy. And he just loved having fun, He's a favourite uncle.
Yeah, he was a favourite uncle of your kids, and he was filling in as a guide yesterday. Yeah.
So normally, like I said, normally he's a skipper, but he jumped on board and helped the team out. He's a real team player.
But if he hadn't done that, he'd be...
Yeah, but who knows? I mean, you can't live life if you haven't done something, You just got to go, and it's like we said, it's a moment in time, and you appreciate every moment in time you've got.
Tragically, this is the second time Hayden has been involved in a White Island disaster. 3 years ago, the tour boat he was working on caught on fire.
My brother was the last off the boat when it burnt down. He will be the last man standing in any situation. He's got the biggest heart.
And that would have been what he did yesterday, wasn't it?
Yep.
You know what he would have done on that island.
I know what he would have done. And he had the biggest heart, so he looked after everyone first before himself.
And how did you find out that he was out there?
We found out by our friends. The helicopter pilots that were out there, Tom Story and Mark Law, they saw smoke like everybody else. And when they rang and there was no response from certain departments in the region, they took it upon themselves to go. They found my brother laying down. They lifted him up, put him on a bit of a rise beside a stream and kept him safe and carried on saving the ones that needed saving. So they did a fantastic job. They're unsung heroes. And thank God they did, because they pulled some people back that may not have survived.
That's the Kiwi way.
It's the Kiwi way, that's what we do. We're a nation that get on and get things done, but currently it's people in the higher ranking orders that are putting red tape in front of things that's slowing the process down.
When you look at it, and some people have described it as like Pike River, does it feel that way to you?
Yeah, it certainly is. All this bureaucracy is turning into like a Pike River situation, We all know health and safety is important. But when health and safety starts to become a barrier to retrieval, that's when you get frustrated. We've got guys on local guys that know the island inside out that haven't been allowed to go out yet. 24 hours we're almost now, and they haven't been able to help out.
And are they frustrated? Have they told you they're frustrated?
They are frustrated because they know the scenario. You've got dare I say it, you've got Wellingtonians that are geotologists, trying to tell them that, there's still murmurs, there's this and that. Well, the island's active. It's going to murmur all the time. But these guys go out 3 times a day. My brother goes out twice a day over summer. They know the island inside out. So if it wasn't safe, they wouldn't be offering to go and do it.
You want that body back.
That is the most important thing. You never want to be left alone by yourself. You come from a Māori culture down this way. Human bodies are precious, and so let's treat them that way and treat them with some dignity and respect, and let's do it all I can to get them back.
Okay, so I just want to explain why they moved that body away from the stream over on White Island there. That stream was an acid stream, and the reason that they lifted that body was to give it some respect and some safety from that acid, and they thought they would be back to get it a lot sooner than they have been.
Paddy, such a sad story, a really extreme, sad situation for so many there. But also I get a sense of a tinge of anger too from the family.
Yeah, some real anger and frustration, and I can help explain why as well. In terms of those 8 bodies that are still out there, I'm told that they could be retrieved within 15 minutes. By those helicopter pilots that know where they are. In fact, they've been put in places where they could easily go back and get them. In 15 minutes, it could have been done yesterday or any time from daylight today, they could have got those bodies back, and that's why there's anger and frustration about it.